Now, Good Morning Northwest, America escalates the trade war while the country's getting tariff whiplash. President Trump downplays the turmoil, calling it a transition. What he says about recession worries, too.
And I'm tracking some showers this morning, just the beginning of a busy week of weather in the inland Northwest. How long you can expect rain today in my first alert forecast.
And 4 local teams looking for conference championships. 3 are still alive. We have highlights from some exciting games and the preview of the Gonzaga men's matchup tonight in the WCC semifinal showdown. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Monday. It is March 10th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast as we head into this new week of March.
That's right. New week here, and it's going to be a busy one. Lots of activity expected here on the radar, and we're starting that off this morning. It was windy and wet overnight, and still some rain out here, especially across the southern reaches of our viewing area. But we're going to see improving conditions as we go throughout the day, so positive there. We've seen rain move out of the Coeur d'Alene area over the last hour. Still some light showers in the Silver Valley between Cataldo, Kellogg, Wallace. We'll continue to see that over the next 30 minutes or so. Same goes for St. Mary's, where the rain is just starting to wrap up near here now. Heaviest rain from Colfax and the Palouse area down into Pullman and Moscow. All of this, once again, moving to the south slowly but surely over the last hour. It was further up north, even into Spokane County, but things are beginning to dry out further north of this line. So let's track this here over the next couple of hours as it continues to slide to the south here. Chance for a little bit of rain around the LC Valley here as we head through the rest of the morning. Hasn't really shown up yet, but we'll keep an eye on things there. And so as we continue through the morning commute, everywhere kind of north of Pullman, I expect things to be dry for the rest of the day. But there is a lot more wet weather on the way for this week. We'll show you when that will arrive and how you can plan around it coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, this morning, uncertainty surrounding President Trump's new tariffs and the potential impact on Americans' finances.
Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, the president's back and forth on tariffs is creating turmoil for businesses and the economy. So how's he responding to it?
Robin, the president is calling this a period of transition. And as of now, he is not ruling out the possibility that we could go into a recession. Now, many investors and business owners say the U.S. economy is at risk.
They're destroying the economy, and they're making it harder and harder for Americans to afford things.
Just last week, Trump announced tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and he said he was adding a 25% tax on goods coming from both countries, along with 20% tariffs on China. Then days later, the president paused tariffs until April 2nd. Now he is threatening Canada with another round of tariffs on lumber and dairy. In response, Mark Carney, the next prime minister of Canada, said this. Take a listen.
He's attacking Canadian families, workers, and businesses, and we cannot let him succeed. And we won't. In trade, as in hockey, Canada will win.
Meanwhile, Beijing is set to impose tariffs today on U.S. products, including chicken and beef. Also starting today, the head of government of Ontario plans to impose tariffs on electricity. And this will affect 3 U.S. states, Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, starting today, Freya Street will close in northeast Spokane while city crews replace a water main. Crews will reconstruct the road, sidewalks, and stormwater drain between Garland and Wellesley to support some future development. There is a detour in place, and that closure will last the entire summer.
And a lane restriction on eastbound I-90 between the Liberty Lake Harvard Road interchange and the Idaho state line will likely slow your evening commute. Washington DOT is reducing the lanes to install and test cameras starting at around 6 this evening. It's expected to last until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Well, big changes are coming to Spokane's local business hubs. The city's investing close to $2.5 million in ARPA, or American Rescue Plan funds, to revamp 4 neighborhood business districts.
The Garland, North Monroe, South Perry, and Hilliard districts, to be exact. Hilliard business owner Brianna Musser says that this is what her community needs to remain resilient during these challenging economic times. Her neighborhood is one of the 4 selected to receive this funding from the city of Spokane. Each business district is expected to receive around $450,000.
It creates sustainable, tangible things that we can do and tools that we can have to propel us into the future.
In these districts can apply for activation grants throughout the spring and summer months. The plan is to have these projects completed towards the end of 2026. And you can find more information about all this. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
Spokane Animals dealing with a tragedy this morning. A fire killed 3 puppies over the weekend. A neighbor had called the fire department when they saw smoke coming from the Spokane Animal Quarantine building Saturday afternoon. That building is designed to keep sick animals away from the general shelter population. Even though crews put out the fire, Spokane Animal says the building is a total loss. The organization posted on Facebook, "The Spokane Animal team is heartbroken, but we will persist with saving lives."
4 local basketball programs are down in Vegas, all vying for a chance at a WCC title. Now only 3 remain. Yesterday was all about the Cougs.
Yeah, both men and women played their quarterfinal round games. The Coug women won their game earlier, the men wrapping up late against San Francisco. Jack Wallace is live in Vegas. And Jack, the Cougs fought hard. They just couldn't quite get it done last night.
Oh, man, it was a heartbreaker here at the Orleans Arena behind me. A beautiful stadium, actually, never been in before. And, the Cougs didn't match up too great in their first ever outing in the WCC tournament, losing to San Francisco in a game that was hard fought on both sides, but just not enough in the end for this team to get the job done. The first of our 3 first of the 4 teams eliminated, 3 teams remaining in the tournament, and they'll play a lot today. But the Cougs do get their 19th win to get into this game, and 19 wins is not too shabby for a program. It's their first back-to-back 19-plus win season since 2011 to 2012. Pretty impressive. All done with a head coaching change, adding David Riley, seemingly most of the Eastern Washington roster along with him into this season. So pretty impressive. And he shared his emotions, Coach Riley, on what he's reflecting on closing out his first coaching season away from Cheney.
So you look at all that, a bunch of guys that are trying to do this for the first time, a head coach that's not sure what he's doing all the way sometimes, and for us to go with 19 wins and compete like we did and have the season that we had, like when you look at the whole thing on paper, I think these guys got a lot to be proud of.
Wazoo turns to either a postseason bid at a smaller tournament than the NCAA one, or perhaps the offseason. Coach Riley said that he is open to other games. He's open to playing more, but the future a little bit uncertain here. So now we can look at the 3 teams remaining in all these tournaments. We have the WSU Cougar women, Gonzaga women, and the Gonzaga men. All 3 of these teams still vying for a conference crown. The women, honestly, the pressure's a little bit more on them. That one, this is more of a 1-bid league in the women's tournament, so they're going to have a whole lot going on today with the Gonzaga women coming up first, and we're going to have a lot more on those games and a lot more previews coming up later on in the show, so stick around for that. We'll have a lot of fun. Reporting in Vegas, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
So much fun. 3 are still alive. Hey,
Yeah, keep going.
3 out of 4. Love to see it.
Jack, thanks. We'll see you in a bit. It's now 8 minutes after 6 o'clock.
And checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray to look at our forecast for today.
All right, so a little bit of rain this morning, a little gusty, but improving conditions for today. That's just today. Tomorrow's a whole different story. A lot of changes day to day in the forecast as the wind shaking our camera this morning. Coming up.
Are you looking forward to growing your garden? Well, the Spokane Public Library has all the tips to do this as cost efficiently as possible. We'll tell you all about it coming up.
And stopping a school terror plot. What police found when they searched the home of the high schooler making threatening statements of shooting up his school.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Centers.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals?
Let's go!
Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness.
Join the movement.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Cut! I get it. Slow motion. Slow down geographic atrophy. But we don't need gimmicks. Stick to the facts. GA, the advanced form of dry AMD, can irreversibly damage your vision. But Syfovre is an FDA-approved eye injection that gives you the power to slow GA. Syfovre was proven to slow GA lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness or are allergic to it. Syfovre can cause severe allergic reactions. Other serious side effects are eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Act on facts to slow GA. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre. Nope, just the facts.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. House Speaker Mike Johnson formally unveiled plans over the weekend for a government funding stopgap through September 30th.
The measure is intended to save off the potential government shutdown ahead of Friday's deadline. It also buys time for President Trump and GOP leaders to steer key pieces of the president's agenda through Congress this summer. House Republicans hope to vote on this bill this week. If the Democrats block the measure, they will risk taking the blame for shutting down the government unless they can convince the public it's Trump's fault.
Police in Florida say they received an anonymous tip about a video of a potential gunman threatening to, quote, shoot up Seminole High School. They arrested a 17-year-old a day later, taking him into custody at his home. Police then shared this photo of the items taken from the boy's home, classifying them as, quote, extremely realistic airsoft replicas. After the arrest, the Seminole County Public Schools Superintendent thanked police for their quick action and for taking the threat seriously.
Armed men loyal to the Syrian government carried out field executions and spoke of purifying the country, as according to eyewitnesses and video. It's providing a gruesome picture of the crackdown against remains of the former Assad regime. Syria has seen the worst outbreak of violence since the ousting of the former president Bashar al-Assad late last year.
A popular spot for whale watching off Australia's eastern coast suffered surprise flash flooding Sunday in the aftermath of Tropical Cyclone Alfred. 9 inches of rain fell in Hervey Bay in just 3 hours, causing the town to suffer some of the worst flood brought on by the storms. Alfred was downgraded to a tropical low Saturday after making landfall on islands off Australia's eastern coast.
Well, some serious stuff on the other side of the planet. 10 seconds away for our local weather. Gusty start here to Monday with a little bit of rain that's going away over the next couple of hours. We've got more rain coming for the middle of the week and some chillier temperatures this weekend.
More than 50 million people are under the threat of extreme weather across the country. On New York's Long Island, dry conditions and high winds are causing multiple brush fires to break out on Saturday. A major highway was shut down, and New York Governor Kathy Hochul declaring a state of emergency for Suffolk County.
While there are no structures in harm's way at this moment, again, this could shift in a moment, but the air quality is definitely compromised.
The National Guard called in to help the firefighters from multiple agencies fight off those flames. Officials say at least 2 firefighters have been hurt. Meanwhile, in the Southwest, 4 million people are under red flag warnings. Dry conditions coupled with possible wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour could increase the chances of wildfires there. Yeah, some scary stuff.
Yeah, indeed.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14.
You know, and we are closing in on wildfire season, and Washington lawmakers worry cuts to many government programs could spell trouble for local firefighting. We have the story coming up a little bit later.
And if you're getting excited to grow your garden this spring and summer, well, a new workshop will help you save water and money this year. We have Allison Martinez live at Shadle Park Library to tell us about its Water Wise workshops and how you can get involved. That's coming up.
This year, the outdoors is unleashed at the Big Horn Show, March 20th through 23rd at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Veterans, first responders, and military enjoy $7 tickets on Hero Day, plus a free Dave Bray USA concert. Get tickets at bighornshow.com. Presented by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing. No way.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
This year, the outdoors is unleashed at the Big Horn Show, March 20th through 23rd at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Veterans, first responders, and military enjoy $7 tickets on Hero Day, plus a free Dave Bray USA concert. Get tickets at bighornshow.com. Presented by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians.
4 News Now is brought to you by Schweitzer.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:18, and here is a live look outside this morning as we kick off our Monday morning. Back to dark out there.
Yeah, of course we sprung forward. Some of us feeling it, some of us, not. Some of us, just breeze right through it.
I know.
Some of us breeze right through it. Some of us struggling.
I'm struggling, okay? So bear with me here this morning. At least it is a very mild morning with sunrise less than an hour away. We are only just now here dropping into the upper 30s. So I think you can dress for the 40s and be quite comfortable. That's where we're going to spend most of the day. Expect a high around 50 later today. We've continued to see some of these gusty winds that we saw through the overnight hours and late last night. Gusts, at times are still, especially across central Washington, still going to get up into that 20-25 mile an hour range here over the next 2-3 hours or so. We have some wet weather continuing to track to the south. So Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, you're good for the rest of the day. Pullman and Moscow, you're seeing rain for the next hour or two until this gets out of here. Here is how things play out. So still at least a couple of scattered showers here in that kind of Pullman, Moscow, Pomeroy, Orofino, kind of a trapezoid triangle there as we get into about 9 a.m. Everybody else, though, looking good. Seeing even a little bit of sunshine breaks through the clouds. Now, as this wet weather continues to kind of track further south, at least a little bit further south, we will see mostly cloudy skies then for the afternoon because the next round of wet weather is not too far away. Highs, as I mentioned before, across much of central Washington and eastern Washington will be in the 50s. A little bit cooler in Pullman with the added rain and cloud cover this morning, 46 for a high, 48 in Coeur d'Alene and Bonners Ferry. So that is are dry Monday afternoon. It'll be dry for a good portion of Tuesday as well, but as we head into Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning, the next round of wet weather will be on the way, so I expect at least a few showers getting into your evening commute on Tuesday. Mountain snow going to trip us up over mountain passes as well. Wednesday evening, this is when the bulk of the storm is going to come in, and it'll bring a cold front along with the ride. So that means cooler air coming in behind this blue line here. That means by the time we get to the midday Thursday, the potential is for especially areas near the U.S.-Canada border, it could be cool enough to where we start to see a little bit of snow mixing in with some of this rain. And then another system comes behind that one late in the week. Heading into Friday night and early Saturday morning, I think that's our best chance for some wintry weather in the valleys and lowlands, is that Friday night into Saturday morning time frame. Either way, with the cooler temperatures, especially in the morning hours from Thursday night through the weekend, we are going to have at least a chance for some wintry mix in our valleys. All right, it's time for Pet of the Week.
These 3 little kittens didn't lose their mittens, they lost their homes. Sable, just over a year old, was found sheltering in a chicken coop. She was badly matted, so her fur was shaved down so she could have a fresh, clean start. She is very friendly and has beautiful eyes. Midnight in Salem arrived at companions with another feline who has already been adopted. Midnight is 12, friendly, and rather healthy for his age. Salem is only 1 and will immediately greet you when he hears you come through the door. These 2 black beauties were surrendered due to financial hardship, and both are on special diets. All 3 have been altered, current on vaccinations, and microchipped. Stop by and visit with them at Companions Animal Center, Tuesdays through Sundays, starting at noon each day.
Sweeties.
Oh, they need homes.
Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:22.
We thank you so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest on your Monday. Here's a live look at the pavilion as we send you to a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
We're on with what's new this morning.
What's happening now.
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now.
And next at 5 and 6 a.m.
Right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Start with the most exciting game on hardwood. Add the best ballers in the country, a seasoned culminating tourney, the smell of popcorn in the air, and hundreds of your closest friends absolutely losing it along with you. That's Fandom U. It's all part of the curriculum. The NCAA Division I Women's Sweet 16 and Elite 8, March 28th through the 31st in Spokane, Washington. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets. Class dismissed.
Let's read some reviews. 5 stars. My shopping experience was excellent. We think you're excellent, Deborah.
We would buy from them again. Highly recommended. Thanks, John, and we can't wait to see you again.
During Kerner Furniture's Customer Appreciation Sale, enjoy the best shopping experience as well as low sale prices on fine home furnishings.
We also guarantee the lowest Lazy Boy prices, and we will beat any in the area.
Stop by today for 5-star shopping and great sale pricing during Kerner Furniture's Customer Appreciation Sale.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:24. Well, temperatures are starting to creep up, which may mean many of us are getting excited about bringing our yards and our gardens back to life.
Yeah, we've been talking about it, I feel like, for weeks already. The Spokane Public Library is teaming up with the City of Spokane for a series of workshops about how to create a water-wise landscape. Allison Martinez is live at the Shadle Park Library explaining how you can save water and some money.
Yes, that's right. Good morning. These plants behind me are bringing me back to life this morning. And if you're excited to get your garden going, this is the perfect resource for you. I'm joined by Alina this morning with Spokane Public Libraries. Thank you so much for being with us. Talk to us about those WaterWise Wednesday classes.
Every Wednesday at South Hill Library at 5:30 p.m., the public can come for free and hear from the City of Spokane Water Department, WaterWise Spokane, all about how to keep a more water sustainable landscape. And, you know, our water usage triples in the summer, and 80% of that water usage is goes towards watering our lawns. Wow. So that is why it's so important to be mindful of how you're using that water, especially as we go into spring cleaning.
Absolutely. And there are so many tips that you can pick up during these workshops that just go such a long way. What's an example of one of those that pops into your brain?
Well, I think for the WaterWise specifically, you're going to learn about how to make your landscaping around you better. But I think one of the best tips for water saving usage separate from that is also as you're doing spring cleaning is instead of using water to hose off your porch and get rid of all those cobwebs, use a broom instead. And so you save more water usage when you utilize just some of that, you know, you're using your work as a human being. So versus your hose and power washers, all of that, as satisfying as that can be sometimes, I think it's really important that we just lean into the more, you know, sweeping, you know, and getting rid of those cobwebs and getting ready for spring.
Absolutely. And for people who want to find the full breakdown of these workshops and all of these resources they can take advantage of, where's the best place to go?
SpokaneLibrary.org, our website, has a list of all of the WaterWise events, including additional garden events that we have at any of our library locations. Shadle Park, Indian Trail, all of that. You can find all of those events and more at SpokaneLibrary.org under our events tab.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Awesome. Almost that time of year.
We're ready for it. It's now 6:27.
Well, a small plane crashes into a parking lot of a Pennsylvania retirement home, bursting into flames. What went wrong on board before it crashed, and what happened to the people on board when we come back?
Plus, a smart ring worn to track body stats like sleep and stress levels may be responsible for saving a woman's life. What her Oura ring altered, or rather alerted her to, when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now, Hoops in the Desert Gonzaga tournament coverage is brought to you by BECU.
Go Chiefs, go! Again, Chiefs on the offensive. Preston a shot, and he scores! Preston from the left circle, and it's 2-0 Spokane.
Saturday, March 15th at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It's the Miller Lite St. Patty's Day Jersey Sweepstakes. Your Spokane Chiefs play the Tri-City Americans. The Chiefs wear specialty St. Patrick's Day jerseys will auction off that night to benefit Big Table. The Chiefs St. Patty's Day Jersey Sweepstakes presented by Miller Lite. Saturday, March 15th. Get more information and tickets at SpokaneChiefs.com.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
And the 4 News Now Story Tracker kicking off this half hour with some big talkers this morning.
A rare movie poster collection is up for auction, and that includes posters from some of the most iconic movies of all time. One poster, an alternative look to King Kong from Czechoslovakia. The poster for the 92-year-old film is expected to go for $80,000. Chicago resident Dwight Cleveland spent nearly 50 years traveling the world hunting down these incredibly rare movie posters. Also up for bid is a rare red Casablanca poster from Italy, which could be one of just 2 in the world. The other sold several years ago for $250,000. Now you can see everything up for bid on Heritage Auctions website now through March 28th.
Well, switch on your Switch or break out your NES. Today marks National Mario Day. March 10th is set aside to pay tribute to Mario because March, M-A-R-10 spells out Mario.
Aww.
Mario first appeared in a game called Donkey Kong. Lots of us, remember that from the early 80s. He was Carpenter named Jumpman. He'd get his own game in '83, and the hit Super Mario Bros. Brought him into millions of homes a couple of years after that. And more than 210 million copies of the Mario game series have been sold. That makes Mario one of the most popular video games of all time.
Deserves his own day.
Of course he does. It's very clever, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, March 10th. Now they got to think of something clever for Luigi to get his own day, too. We'll think on that one.
Yes.
Meteorologist Matt Gray has your first alert forecast as we head into our Monday. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. For plumbers, they don't do a lot of plumbing, but that's neither here nor there. So we've had some rain this morning, very mild temperatures. Here's where that wet weather is now moving south from Spokane to Coeur d'Alene into the Pullman area. So for the metro, I expect us to stay dry for not just the rest of the morning, but the rest of the day. Rain beginning to wrap up in St. Mary's, but from Deary to Troy to Pullman to Moscow, we've got that rain still ongoing. Things starting to ease up here in Colfax. If they haven't already, it's going to over the next few minutes. And keeping an eye on the LC Valley where you may see a sprinkle from time to time, but it looks like the higher benches are going to end up taking most of that wet weather around Lewiston and Clarkston. Here's how things look by 9 a.m. Still some showers hanging around those areas on the south side of the Palouse, the Blue Mountains down to the Camas Prairie. Some sunshine, meanwhile, through partly cloudy skies further north. Skies turn mostly cloudy later on today because we're not going to see much of a break here as we head into Tuesday morning. A few more showers and then a bigger round of rain is going to be coming in Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. So we've got that. We've got some cool temperatures that may lead to something more than rain in our valleys. We'll talk about that coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks.
All right, it is March, and there is madness. We have hoops in the desert. We, of course, talking about the WCC tournament going on right now in Vegas.
4 teams went down, 3 are still alive, and Jack Wallace has been covering all of the Cougs and the Zags team as they've been making their way through the tournament. Jack, how are things going down there? We got some big matchups today.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of big matchups today for the WCC semifinals. There's not much you can see because it's early out. We do have the glittering and beautiful Orleans Arena sign right behind me, which welcomes in a ton of fans in, and it will be a very fun day for the semifinals. And up in that, we have first Gonzaga women. They tip off at noon, and they're a pretty big game in their semifinal up against the Oregon State Beavers. The Beavers actually won on a buzzer beater against the San Francisco Dons in their quarterfinal to get into this game. San Francisco and Oregon State both giving Gonzaga a lot of trouble. They haven't lost much this year, but the Zags lost to both of those teams, though the Oregon State lost quite a long time ago. The Washington State women's team plays at 2:30 p.m. They rallied past the Pacific Tigers by 11 to move on to the second semifinal. They're up against the Portland Pilots, who actually split the regular season title with the Zags, despite losing twice to the Zags. So funny how that works out. And then wrapping us up, we got the big one, Gonzaga Bulldogs men's team in our late game at 8:30 p.m., the second semi against the San Francisco Dons, a team that eliminated WSU last night, which is pretty tough. But here's the key, though. San Francisco will not have Marcus Williams, who scored 28 against the Zags in their last meeting. So perhaps a good omen for Gonzaga to not have to deal with him. He's out for an alleged NCAA violations rule. So not good for the Dons, pretty good for the Bulldogs. So the game I'm most excited about it might actually be Wazoo-Portland. That game, I think, could be a very tricky, very close game. The Gonzaga teams, I think, both are looking pretty good ahead of their matchups. But you never know. It's March. It's madness. Crazy things can happen. We've seen crazier, and I know I'll be in there excited to watch every minute of what's sure to be a fun 12 hours of college basketball. Reporting in Las Vegas, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Yeah, a long day for you, Jack. Good luck out there. Well, back here in our area, Washington lawmakers are warning about the impact President Trump's mass government layoffs could have on wildfire mitigation. On Saturday, Senators Maria Cantwell and Patty Murray, along with state representatives, sent a letter to the heads of the United States Department of Agriculture and the United States Forest Service. Now, this letter explains that without staff dedicated to these wildfire prevention efforts, the U.S. Forest Service risks losing critical functions. These includes coordinating resources, managing incident command, and providing medical assistance. It asks both departments to provide information about the personnel who were let go, including how many certified in wildland firefighting. It also asked for immediate reinstatement of all terminated USFS and USDA staff.
South Korea's chief of Air Force is apologizing for what he calls an unprecedented accident that led to a plane bombing a village. 29 people were hurt. Apparently, a pilot in one jet, pressed for time, did not double-check the target coordinates. Another pilot in the other jet followed, dropping bombs without noticing the coordinates were incorrect. The annual South Korea-U.S. military exercises began Monday, although live fire exercises remain suspended after the misfire.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:36.
All right, let's check in again with Matt. And looked like some wet roads in North Idaho.
Yeah, wet roads in Coeur d'Alene because we just had a pretty decent amount of rain in the 5 a.m. hour. But hey, good news. Plenty of time for those roads to dry off as we get set for a dry rest of your day with the sun coming up here slowly but surely. We'll talk about more rain on the way in your extended forecast coming up.
In this morning's GMA First Look, vanished on spring break. An urgent multi-agency search for University of Pittsburgh student Sadiksha Konanki, missing in the Dominican Republic for 5 days. The 20-year-old, along with 5 female friends, were at the popular Hotel Rio Palace Punta Cana before she vanished. Her father says he spoke with her the night before her disappearance.
My daughter said that she's enjoying her trip, spring break, and everything was going okay. And she was really happy to have a vacation with her friends.
Dominican authorities telling GMA it's possible Konanki may have drowned. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on the spring break mystery live from the Dominican Republic. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, Punta Cana.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable.
The itching was so bad.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in.
Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Court.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing. No way.
Do you really think you can fix this? You should have just called Andy's.
I can fix it. It's just a little...
We're freezing. You should have called Andy's. Yeah, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Should have called Andy's.
Don't be like this guy. Call Andy's Heating and Cooling. So when the weather does this, your family does this. Go to andysheating.com for details on the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:41. It's a story generating a lot of buzz online. Could smart technology give you an early warning against cancer?
Well, one woman says the smart ring she wears may have helped save her life. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has our story.
Nikki Gooding credits a high-tech health tracker for saving her life after the device warned her something was wrong.
I had major signs almost every single day. My readiness score was always like 30s, 40s, no bueno.
She says she's worn the so-called Oura Ring for years. The smart ring is a wellness monitor meant to track everything from heart rate to sleep patterns. But back in December, the tracker showed a troubling trend.
I began having some symptoms that were waxing and waning with night sweats and fatigue. Didn't think too much of it at the time, but I kept getting alerts on my Oura Ring app saying that I was displaying major signs that my body was under some sort of stress.
When the warnings persisted, she went to the doctor, where she got the stunning news.
I actually ended up being diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma. Luckily, my oncologist actually said that he doesn't think that I've had lymphoma for any longer than 6 months, so I think that we did catch it pretty early.
While the devices are not designed to detect illness, this isn't the first time we've seen wearable wellness trackers catch serious health problems. 46-year-old Ed Dental says his Apple Watch notified him of an irregular heartbeat.
I tried it on my left wrist on top, AFib. Left wrist on bottom, AFib. Right on top, AFib, AFib, AFib. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, there might be something to this.
It turns out he was in atrial fibrillation, an issue that could lead to blood clots and even stroke.
The reality is that this technology has gotten more and more advanced every single year. So that helps to empower the individual to go to their primary care provider with data in hand, which can be so powerful.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Fascinating. 10-second takeaway here in your weather. Gusty start to the day today at times, along with a little bit of showers that'll go away later today. Some more rain is on the way for the middle of the week. We'll talk about the timing coming up.
I just can't get over that story.
I know. Now, I literally just Googled.
Yeah.
But you do?
Oura Rings.
It is now 6:43.
Warm, sunny days will be here before we know it, and it's time to start planning your garden and your yard. We got Allison Martinez live at Shadle Park Library with ways you can keep water usage in mind.
Spokane Public Library has so many classes to help you save money and save water. We'll tell you about these and so much more coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Happy anniversary!
It's been 1 year since Mistaqua Casino Hotel opened its hotel, restaurant, and event center doors. And we thank you for staying and playing at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah, Washington. Relax in our comfortable hotel and indulge in wonderful dining at our hotel, restaurant, and casino cafe. Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
All right, he's fixed. Place should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but, well, I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show. R&R RV North Spokane is hosting the Grand National RV Show March 13th through the 22nd. Shop over 140 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show March 13th through 22nd indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing and giveaways. Visit rnrrv.com for more info.
Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap.
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one call that's all, guys.
You deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
For March only, buy one window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. Schedule your complimentary consultation. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Consign Furniture.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:46. Spring officially starts in 10 days, and before you know it, it'll also be time to grow those gardens.
The City of Spokane is teaming up with the Spokane Library District for workshops all about creating a water-wise landscape. We have Allison Martinez live at Shadle Park Library this morning to share what you need to know if you want to attend these workshops. Allison, good morning.
Good morning. If you're just getting so excited about growing your garden, working on your yard, everything like that, there are so many free resources that you can get connected to get things started. I'm joined with Alina this morning with the Spokane Public Library. Thank you so much for being with us. Really, wherever you're located, whatever your closest library is, there's bound to be a class for you. Is that right?
We have a variety of classes. Specifically coming up, we have a lot at South Hill Library, Shadle Park Library, and Indian Trail Library. We have a variety of events, whether that's learning how to keep bees, beekeeping, whether that's mulching, mulch for your garden, whether that's learning how to create a more water-wise landscape through our Spokane City rebate program called Spokanescape. There's a variety of different opportunities that you can come and join these classes for free, these events for free, and learn at the library.
Yeah, and a lot of these are also meant to help you save money, which is always a perk. We are always welcoming that. And where can people go to find a specific breakdown of what classes are happening, where, and when?
SpokaneLibrary.org, our website, is the best place to go for all of the most updated information. We have Waterwise Wednesday workshops on our library website, and those are in partnership with the City of Spokane Water Department. And you can also find a variety of other events happening at SpokaneLibrary.org under our events tab at any time. And there's even a section where you can click, I just want to see gardening events, and then it'll populate all of our upcoming ones.
Amazing. And so many of these are happening now, and they're just going to keep picking up over the next couple of weeks and months. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for joining us, Alina. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Now we just need the weather to cooperate with that, getting us out there.
Tricks, weather.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
All right, here is your live look. When is sunrise anyway these days?
7 after 7:10.
Okay.
It's sometime around that. So I know. We're all sad about that here. Hey, you know what helps gardens? When it actually rains around here, and certainly this week will be helpful in that department. We've got some rain right now in the Pullman area. We're going to continue to see this band of rain shift to the south as we head through the rest of your morning. This is where it's going to be by around 9 a.m. So still some light showers potentially around the LC Valley and the Orofino area, but we'll start drying out by then around Pullman and Moscow. We'll see some sunshine today, so that will be a wonderful way to start our week. Then overnight, building clouds again, some more showers during the early morning hours across North Idaho and eastern Washington. Another day with some sun to start, but by the time we get to the afternoon, it is mostly cloudy, and this is when we're going to start to see more notable wet weather begin to move up from the south ahead of a bigger system that's going to impact us on Wednesday and on Thursday as well. So it is going to be extremely active on our radar heading into Tuesday night, and then for the couple of days that will follow that. So enjoy the dry weather while we have a chance. If you do have some things maybe you need to get done outside, I'd say now would be the day to do that if you have the opportunity, especially with a little bit of extra evening light. Will be a little bit cloudier this afternoon. Highs will be around 50 degrees in eastern Washington. We'll see upper 40s across North Idaho. Here is your extended forecast. A cold front comes in on Thursday with this weather system, and that means a chance for a wintry mix, especially during the morning hours heading to the back end of the week and the weekend. The morning sprint is coming up right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being the self-starter.
Hamilton in Spokane at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Our region benefits greatly from the work of the Inland Northwest Wildlife Council. From programs tied to wildfire and wildlife rehabilitation to early hunter safety education programs, the Bighorn Outdoor Adventure Show is the largest fundraiser for the Wildlife Council. We encourage you to continue to support their programs by attending the Bighorn Show, March 20th through the 23rd at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Tickets are available online at the door, or you can enter for a chance to win them by going to our contest page at KXLY.com.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a pour-over purist? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray is tracking a cloudy and decently warm day, but rain coming our way.
Allison Martinez live at Cheadle Park Library this morning for details on how workshops that can save you some money and create a garden.
But first, Hannah Joy in studio tracking breaking news of a rescue mission at the site of a collision between a U.S. oil tanker and a cargo vessel.
But first, we got sports director Jack Wallace giving us a live preview from Vegas of Gonzaga's semifinal matchup in the WCC tournament happening tonight.
Well, it's not just them, but we have the Gonzaga men coming up late, Gonzaga women at noon, and Washington State women at 2:30. We got 12 hours of basketball in Orleans Arena. I cannot wait to get all these games covered and see who makes the championship games, all coming up tomorrow for spots in March Madness. Can't wait for it. We'll have highlights coming up at 6 and Nightside, so stay tuned to see more of the Cougs and the Zags.
All right, thank you, Jack. And we have some showers out there this morning in the Pullman area and across the Palouse. Those will head further south later this morning, and then we'll have a dry rest of your day. Here's how to plan it out. We'll see some sunshine early. Winds will still stay a little bit breezy at times. We can see gusts to the 20-mile-an-hour range around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Upper 40s, low 50s, turning mostly cloudy by the end of the day with more wet weather coming later this week.
We are following breaking news. This morning, an oil tanker and cargo ship has collided. This happened off the coast of eastern England. Here you can see this photo from the BBC. It shows the oil tanker that is on fire. What we know is that several lifeboats, helicopters, planes, and nearby ships are helping fight the fire. What we don't know is if anyone was hurt or how many people were on board. For updates on this fire and more details, tune in to Good Morning America.
Spokane animals dealing with a tragedy this morning. A fire killed 3 puppies over the weekend. A neighbor called the fire department when they saw smoke coming from the Spokane Animal Quarantine building Saturday afternoon. The building is designed to keep sick animals away from the general shelter population. Even though crews put out the fire, Spokane Animal says the building is a total loss. The organization posting on Facebook saying the Spokane Animal team is heartbroken, but we will persist with saving lives.
Washington lawmakers are warning about the impact President Trump's mass government layoffs could have on wildfire mitigation. On Saturday, Senators Maria Cantwell and Patty Murray, along with state representatives, sent a letter to the heads of the United States Department of Agriculture and the United States Forest Service. Washington lawmakers are warning about the impact President Trump's mass government layoffs could have on wildfire mitigation here in our area. Now, that letter explains that without staff dedicated to these wildfire prevention efforts, the U.S. Forest Service risks losing critical functions. It also asked for the immediate reinstatement of all terminated USFS and USDA staff.
Spokane Public Library is teaming up with the City of Spokane to help you save money and save water. These WaterWise Wednesday workshops are now in place. You can check them out any Wednesday from the month of March into the month of April. These are designed to help you create a thriving, beautiful garden while being efficient with your water and also your wallet. We'll have more information on our website, kxly.com.
Starting today, Freya Street will close in northeast Spokane while city crews replace a water main. Crews will reconstruct the roads, sidewalks, and stormwater drains between Garland and Wellesley to support some future development in the area. Now, there is a detour in place. This closure will last through the entire summer.
And a lane restriction on eastbound I-90 between the Liberty Lake Harvard Road interchange and the Idaho state line will likely slow your evening commute today. Washington Department of Transportation is reducing the lanes to install and test cameras starting around 6 o'clock this evening. It's expected to last until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Of course, everything, they're working all overnight. So that'll be really helpful for your morning commute tomorrow.
Absolutely. We'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. Here's a live look at your Monday morning. Sun's starting to rise out there. We'll see you after this commercial break.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts June 17th through 22nd. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
All right, taking a look here this morning as we get ready for the sun to rise. We will see a little bit of sunshine today, and it might be some of the sunnier hours that we see throughout this entire week. Will be mostly cloudy by the afternoon, and we've got more rain on the way. Scattered showers on Tuesday afternoon. We can see a few showers very early Tuesday morning, and then wet weather through the middle of the week with cooler temperatures, possibly leading to a few snowflakes down in our valleys and lowlands. So a lot for us to track. We'll keep you updated on KXLY.com.
Well, thanks so much for starting your morning with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We've loved having you along. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right now.